Let's talk story.
Let's make magic, brother.
Let's make it. I have a wand, and we're good. All right. And we are back with the 18th episode of the Onasickone podcast. And I don't know, things are just a little different right now. Vibes are a little bit higher than normal, if you will. I am in California. I'm at my boy's house right now, and I couldn't be happier to be here. I'm at Cadillac Ranch, a very special, very kind, very cool, humble place to be. And I'm just stoked to be here. You know me, I'm appreciative of every little thing. And reminder to you guys, you should be thankful too as to where you're at. Very special guest on this show today. It's interesting. When I started this podcast, I had a list of fuckers that I wanted on this show. And this gentleman that I have with me, sitting with me right now, was one of those people. So everybody, I need you to hype him up, build him up, and make some fucking noise. Clap it up for my boy, the owner of Slab Sides, the man, the myth, the legend, Roger Regan. Roger,
what up, brother?
How are you, my boy?
Good.
How you feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling great.
Feeling good, looking good, huh?
Yes,
my dad
sir.
always told me if you look good, you play good. So that's something that I've always taken into consideration in my life. Like I said, dude, very stoked to be here. It's been a long time coming. I feel like we've talked about this for years, yeah?
It's been I'd say at least 2-3 years.
2 or 3 of them.
Maybe 2 or 3 years we've been talking about doing this podcast, and we've been kind of straying away from each other for so long, but the world aligned on this one, and I think, you know, it happened for a reason because there's a ton to talk about. A lot in the past 2-3 years has happened for me, my businesses, my family, my friends. You've changed a lot over the last 3 years, so it was just it was brewing up, you know. It got better with time. So
yeah, sometimes, you know, patience is a virtue in our lives. Like he said, you know, sometimes in life paths do this, yeah, and you got to be thankful for when things come together. And like you said, the stars are all aligned, and I couldn't be happier to be here. So
good time.
Very, very stoked. Like I said, Roger, dude, I have a lot of curious questions to ask. I'm sure the listeners too. You have a lot of fans, a lot of people that support you and that love you. And so I just want to get right into it. So your upbringing, dude. So obviously, like, growing up as a kid and whatnot, like, you've gotten to where you're at now because of your upbringing, right? It kind of molds and shapes us into who we are. So I want to tap into that a little bit and talk about that with you. What was little Roger Dude's upbringing like as a kid? Like, start from when you were a kid and kind of tell me a little bit about that, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, 2 older brothers, single mother family with 2 older brothers. Kind of just a lot of getting your ass kicked, a lot of trying to be as cool as your brother that's older than you know, competitiveness, always, like, you know, whether it was skateboarding or BMX or climbing a fucking tree, you know, how high can you climb the tree, like, we're the highest point, or just anything like that. So a lot of competitiveness, a lot of getting beat up, to be honest, and then just a lot of, like, surviving, just street kids. We were street kids. We were skateboarding the streets. We were looking for a lot of skateboarding for sure in the earlier years. We were a lot of going to skate parks, but then really just loading dock stair sets. Skateboarding was a pretty big part we didn't really talk about. But
adventuring out
in the street. Like I said, just a street kid, dude, coming from building dirt jumps in back trails at percolation ponds, and just hanging out with kids always older than me. I was kind of like, I always hung out with my older brother. So I was constantly with his crew of friends. So it was a constant battle of just survival of the fittest.
And how much older was he than you, the brother that you hung out with a lot?
Just 2 years older.
Yeah, I had an older brother than me too, 2 years older. What's up, Eddie, you fucker? My brother did the same thing, dude. Beat the fuck out of me. Yeah. I remember one time I carved "fuck you" into his PlayStation. You know, the OG PlayStation?
Oh, yeah, pissing right off.
Yeah, fuck that. But I love him to this day. So older brothers definitely help mold us into who we are, and that's tight. What's your brother's name?
Richie.
Richie. What's up, Richie?
Cracking.
Thanks for beating his ass and turning him into the man that he is today,
yes,
helping out
Part
with
of
that.
it,
So where was that? Where were you cruising the streets? What city?
Yeah.
What Cali? Yeah.
So yeah, California, Bay Area. I was actually born in Riverside. Don't remember it, but we kicked out of Riverside. I think I was like probably 6 months old. Dipped out of Riverside, but raised in the Bay Area, California, San Jose area. So all the streets, San Jose, Campbell, Willow Glen, Los Gatos, which is funny because these are all like the yuppie towns in this area, like Los Gatos, fucking Willow Glen, Campbell, but like, and then obviously like all the good skate parks were on like the east side, San Jose, Cunningham, like that's where, you know, the hood was all the time. So we were still, as a skater kid, you were skating miles and miles and miles away from home, even BMXing, or we rode mountain bikes a while too. So yeah, just fucking the streets of
Just outside.
the streets of San Jose. Yeah, San Jose is just a big ass city and just all over outside all the time.
So you said single family. That was with Mama?
Yeah, with my mom.
What's Mama's name?
Her American name is Candace. Yeah, most people don't know I'm part Middle Eastern. I'm Persian.
Sick.
So her maiden name her real name is Mahasti, but she goes by Candace, an American name.
Hi, Candace.
Yeah.
I'm Joe.
Ma.
You did a good job with this one, huh?
For sure.
So that's sick. So Mama raised, huh? You got a very close and personal relationship with your mother.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I would say the actual upbringing, was just she kind of had to be the mom and the dad, right? So it was like she taught us just how a lot of surviving, how to kind of be tough. That was kind of what it was, because we didn't have a pops around, so it was just like she was trying to be mom and dad. I think she took more of like a little bit more of the dad route, a little bit more of like this is how you survive, this is how you make it, this is how that kind of stuff, more so than like the soft loving approach. So that just wasn't really the upbringing. It wasn't really like a super tight,
Yeah.
but it was tough, and it was get with it or get gone type of
Mom
shit,
Mom felt that it was necessary to give you the grit. That
yeah,
you
the
needed.
grit. It was for sure the grit. I mean, everything from pulling a fucking sandal off, hucking it across the room at our heads to
Changla.
yeah, sure, you fucking just it was. She was taught us the way, for sure.
Yeah, our mothers in our lives a lot of the times can be a rock, especially with an absent father. I know, there might be listeners out there or people that are checking this out right now, and that's a tough thing to grow up without. I was fortunate to have my father in my life, but I had a lot of friends that didn't, and so that must have been challenging for you. But I think your mother did one hell of a job raising you and your brothers.
Yeah.
And it's not an easy task. So shout out to you, Candace. Great job.
Yeah, we had a couple good. I had a couple good family friends that, friends that their family became, mine. So we had a couple good, like, father figures, just in my upbringing, seeing other father figures. So that always helped out too. Just having good friends that had good fathers. So that always, played a role in my life as well.
Yeah, I definitely had that same thing. And mine, I had my pops there, but it was definitely, he wasn't into the dirt bikes. He wasn't into the motorcycles like I was. So cousins, friends,
Yeah, for
kept
sure.
me in the bikes. So
Definitely.
how the fuck then was how did you get into motorcycles?
Yeah. So
that angle came into play when you were a kid, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. So I didn't have a total absence of my father. He did come around for a few short years in our childhood. He stayed down in like the Riverside, San Diego area, our childhood. So he did what he could and came up when he could, and he's the one that got us into motorcycles. So I got my PW50 at 5 years old, and he kind of took us dirt biking, and we'd go to Hollister Hills, which is only like 20 minutes south of where we are right now, and he would take us there camping, and he did what he could. He got us into bikes, and whatever his scenario was, he at least showed me that. So we got a few years out of him. Got 2 or 3 stays a year. He would take us camping at Hollister Hills, and that really just sparked my whole life. Motorcycles was it. And I remember I went from the PW50 to a KX65, and for a while I absolutely hated dirt biking because I hated the KX65. That fucking 2-stroke was just like riding a bull, dude. That thing just wanted, as a kid, I was like, I hated it. So I hated that motorcycle, and I kind of got turned off dirt biking. And then after he kind of faded out of the picture, kind of got too much for him to do it, I just didn't have a dirt bike anymore. We didn't have the money for it, so I just would either ride my friends' bikes or go up to my friend's cabin, and we would ride what we got. But motorcycles always, from the age of 5 years old, just have always been in my life forever.
Yeah, you were able to keep them in your life, and you obviously that kind of kept you into the bikes, because I have a lot of homies that grew up riding bikes, that had them in their lives a lot, and one of the things that happened to them, especially if they were racing, is it turned them off the bikes. Now they don't even like bikes. They don't even ride bikes. So to a certain extent, you can almost look at it like, shout out to your dad, for getting you into bikes. Yeah. We can give him credit there, right?
Yeah, touch on that, the whole, I never was able to even be in any way of a racer or anything like that. It never was a possibility, and I'm kind of happy for, because my dirt biking skills aren't the greatest. I do dirt bike and I am pretty good, but they weren't the greatest. So I'm happy I didn't get into the racing scene, because I wouldn't have. it's a tough scene. You know, I've seen my friends go through it. And when you're not on top and you're beating yourself down every week at the races and you're not placing, and that shit eats away at a dirt biker. It's one of those sports for some reason that it just will kill you, you know? So I'm kind of in a sense happy that it didn't happen that way for me, because I wouldn't want to have to eat me alive. It turned into something as like a hobby, and then it turned into, you know, getting on the streets, which was, you know,
street shit.
It's what kicked off my whole career. It kicked off, you know, everything positive that has happened for me in my life and my family's life. I owe a lot, you know, there's a lot of people I owe to, but I also definitely just owe it to motorcycles in general, for sure. It's what my career path went, you know, instead of being a plumber or a waiter or, you know, working at a skateboard shop. I did all those jobs in the past, and this is the longest job I've ever had. You know, I've owned Slab Sides for 8 years, and it's the longest I've ever had a job, so.
Yeah, when you wake up doing something that you love every single day, that's a fucking win. So
yeah,
whatever that is.
For sure. And it could be a win, and sometimes you sit there and you're like, fuck, man, this is getting like repetitive, and you can find things about it that you hate, but I always try to tell myself, even like when I'm fucking over it, because no matter what, you're going to be over it every day, day in, day out, you're going to get over it, but I'm still like, at least I'm not doing like plumbing or something. I can snap myself out of it pretty quick, because I'm definitely grateful, no doubt about it. Like I can't even imagine like where I'd be without it, and I still sometimes can't believe that like the shop and motorcycles has created this, you know, lifestyle, like the lifestyle, and just the life in general, being able to do what we do on a day in and day out and be comfortable, you know, like just being comfortable is just like ease, for sure. It's an ease off the shoulders, for sure. Just, you know, we're comfortable, we're not killing ourselves out here.
So let's retract a little bit. Growing up, running amok in the streets. Okay, so you stepped away from dirt bikes a little bit, but still were able to ride, and then boom, you're in high school. Yeah, so let's fast forward to high school. So you're in your high school days. What was that like for you, kind of as a young man, and you're kind of coming into being a young adult and having to figure out and navigate through what the fuck you were gonna do with your life? So what was Roger doing at that time in high school?
Yeah, high school was crazy, dude, because like my brother was getting out of high school, and he was taking his own path, and you know, me and my brother were best friends growing up, like in my earlier years up until about high school. So he started taking his path. I was stuck in high school trying to figure it out. I think everyone knows how fucking hard high school is.
Fact.
I wasn't the cool kid by any means. I was like 100 pounds soaking wet. I wrestled all 4 years of high school, sometimes in the 95 weight class. And I just, you know, wasn't really like the kid that was like one of the cool guys. I hung out with the cooler guy crowd, but like I said, my brother started dipping out and doing his thing. So I was feeling like I kind of lost like my best friend at the point. So just got heavy into like going to parties, got heavy into like drinking and smoking, like, and really I started experimenting with that stuff in middle school. So I started experimenting with like, you know, smoking weed and drinking in middle school in like 7th grade. And that one of my best friends that I went into high school with, he ended up just completely fucking up. He started getting into like Robitussin, cough syrup and shit, you know. So the early ages, before like lean was even a thing, you know, he started using cough syrup. So that friend of mine got kind of booted. His family put him in like a wilderness camp school. And I'm going through high school, and like that's who I started like experimenting with, like drugs and drinking. And then high school just kicked it off, bro. We were going to parties. I was working at this elderly residence. We were stealing beer from the fucking refrigerators. Like the old people wouldn't drink that much, so we would just have just endless amounts of booze, right? So we were just partying and drinking and blacking out. Like that's what the goal was every single weekend in high school. And then after high school, it just was, we could do it every day.
Right.
Like, fuck, we're not going to college. We're not, we're just partying every single day. So it was, out of high school, it was just raging.
Getting out of high school, lost in the sauce, if you will.
Yeah, that's lost.
And not really thinking like of a career path at that point. You were focusing on chicks and drinking and hanging out with the boys and living at that young age. Drinking.
Yeah, really just drinking. We were into like, you know, we're into cars. We couldn't afford them because we're broke. I still kind of had a job that was bouncing back and forth between a skateboard shop where, you know, I was waxing snowboards, selling wakeboards and selling skateboards. And me and a ton of my friends, like that was the hangout. My friends would come over. we'd be shotgunning Red Bulls. We had like the Red Bull display, so we were shotgunning Red Bulls and fucking drinking on the job and then drinking after the job. So no real at all direction at all. There was no real direction, and then there was like a whole older crowd to the group, and we would just party. It was just literally party for years.
At what point did you? How did you get away from the partying? How did that happen? Because raging, partying, and then something clicked, something changed. What changed?
I mean, I had to make money, right? So like, I was still kind of flirting. I don't know. This came from like years of early days. Like, one thing my mom and I used to do a lot is we used to go to like garage sales together all the time. She likes to garage sell. Any of my friends know my mom. She's a hustler like I am. We'd go to garage sales. We'd go to the fucking Goodwill. And, she would find whatever she could for cheap, and she'd sell it for more. Like, that's just... Flipping. That's... My mom definitely gave me that token, bro. Like, that's for sure 100% given from my mom. She taught me that shit from a young age. And, so I was still... Even though I was having these day jobs, I was still kind of, like, messing around with buying things, fixing them up, and selling them. I got into, like, like, four-wheelers, 4Runners, Toyotas. I would do dirt bikes. I got into like old school classic Cadillacs. I just kind of liked them. Nothing even pushed me into that. Like I said, I had no in that time. I had no no guidance. I just knew that I liked them. Nothing like no guidance from like a dad or a friend or an older brother. It was just total solo. Like I enjoyed old cars.
I fuck with Cadillac.
Yeah, I enjoyed old cars. I liked them, and so I would hustle up some money. And I actually, this dude in Sacramento, Brandon, Supreme Customs, I bought my first bagged out 68 Caddy from him. Like, it was a total death machine, dude. Body dropped, and I got the thing for like $5,000. I had sold my 4Runner to buy that, and yeah, that thing was kind of kicked it off. That kind of started off a lot of things for me, for sure.
What age was that? Were you still drinking at that point?
Yeah, I think I had that thing when I was like 18.
Okay, cool.
Driving around like complete rust bucket, bagged out 68 Caddy. The Caddy.
Rust bucket Caddy.
Rust bucket Caddy.
Not a conventional vehicle.
No.
At all.
Never.
It wasn't conventional.
Never had conventional vehicles, but I was always flipping. So I was always, buying something to flip it, to make some money, and get out of the hole like everyone is all in,
Yeah.
all the time. I was not comfortable being in the hole, so I was just always constantly buying something, selling something, flipping something. For sure.
So mom gave you that token, that flippability, that hustle, that drive. And so you got the bagged out Caddy. Caddies were something that you just didn't even know why, but you were super fucking into it, which is sick.
Yeah.
So slammed out Caddy. I can totally just picture you ripping in that thing. I wonder where it's at right now.
We got some memories in that.
Yeah, sick.
I played bumper cars in that thing a few times.
That's tight.
Drunk as fuck. Yeah.
Drunk as fuck, drinking and driving.
Drinking and driving, man.
Oof.
Yeah, I think, I got to give it to my mom, though. She did buy me my first Toyota pickup truck. That was when I got my DUI. I was 17 years old. I fucking crashed that thing right into 2 minivans, a tree, and then a garage. 360'd it right into the garage. Yeah, the road turned, but, I didn't go with the road. I just went straight.
Did you have your seatbelt on?
I did have my seatbelt on, thankfully.
Yeah.
Completely wasted. The cat had a fucking 3-inch body lift on it back in the day. Like, there were these pucks you put under the body but above the frame, so it lifted the body up off the frame. That's how we got lift kits going.
It's good.
And it snapped the body lift mounts, and the fucking cab slid off of the actual frame itself. That's how hard I hit. And I know exactly where it is. That mark is still on that tree. And I was trying to start the truck. I was like,
time to go.
Yeah, I was like, the guy came out of his house and he was like, bro,
you're fucked.
You're fucked. You ain't going nowhere, dude.
The body's just off to the side. It's just like not connected to the rest of the vehicle.
Yeah,
he has no idea. No, don't worry, it's fine.
Yeah, so
go inside, old man.
That was my first DUI, and then from there on, countless drunken publics, drunk tank stays overnight, just shit like that. Thankfully and luckily, nothing ever worse. Still had opportunities to probably be in prison because I've done definitely worse and got away with it. So
yeah,
probably I counted my blessings. I was like, this is crazy. I need to slow this down.
Yeah.
But I didn't for a few more years. And then shit led into other types of partying, and then sobriety happened at 21 and a half-ish is when I got sober, yeah.
That's a big fucking deal.
33 now, and I know that you're sober now, too.
That's a fucking huge deal.
I could appreciate that you've, what are you, 8 months now?
8 months. Joe, 8 months, dude. If I can do it, you can do it. Roger did it, you can do it.
I know, and I know people from back then anyways fully knew me as, like, the drunk asshole. Like, even my wife hated my guts, dude. I've known her since I was, like, 15, and we've just kind of been in the same friend group. We grew up, actually, like 2 miles away from each other. But yeah, like, people just didn't like me generally because I was just...
Were you a fucking mean guy drunk?
No, I wasn't a mean guy drunk. I was just a sloppy guy drunk.
Just drunk all the time?
Yeah, drunk all the time, sloppy guy. Like, if I was at your house, I was probably, like, eating all your fucking snacks out of your pantry or going through your refrigerator or going to the bar at the house and drinking whatever your parents had there, you know?
Zero give a fuck.
Yeah, just don't give a fuck. Like, you know, sleeping on your couch and probably pissing my pants and ruining your couch. Like, shit like that, bro. Like,
we've all been there.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know how you were, but, like, that was, like, a big part of, like, okay, I need to be sober, you know? Like, I didn't want people to know me as that. And, like, me and my friends, we all go back on it because it was so severe, dude. Like, we have videos of me from back in the day. Like, it was just pure anarchy, dude, pure chaos. So I just didn't want that to be, you know, what I was known for anymore. Which is a huge part of my life, though. Like, I definitely, you know, it made me stronger. So we talk about it all the time because we make fun of it. But it's nothing funny. It's not funny. It was bad. It probably killed way more brain cells. I'd probably be a little bit smarter than I am if I didn't do all that. But it, you know,
here we are.
Turned us into who we are.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've learned a lot from those times.
Yeah,
too.
I've definitely learned a lot from the times. You know, I'm thankful that I put the booze aside. Booze, like I've said, is a lose-lose for me. I don't think sobriety, I don't push it on people super hard. I don't think it's for everyone. But for me in my life, and obviously for your life, it's been extremely helpful and impactful. I think a lot of the times in our lives, we surround ourselves with different people. And you got to be careful who you hang around with and who you give your energy to and what those people are doing. Because the people that you surround yourself with, those are the people that you're going to be like ultimately. Yeah. So, Raj, at that age, when you decided to put the booze aside and trying to shift gears here, did you stay with those same friends? Did you evolve your friend group? What did you do there? Who did you surround yourself with at that age?
Yeah,
like, what helped you get sober?
So, yeah, like, me and those friends where we were raging all the time, you know, there's only so much you could do. And I was flipping stuff, still making a little bit of money doing that. I had bought a bike, traded a bike for a Caddy, and then sold that Caddy. That was my first bike. You wanted to ask me about that, the Sportster. That was my first sporty. I bought a sporty. No one else was riding. I didn't know, like, I was just riding this bike around. Sometimes I'd ride it drunk. I'd show up to my friends' houses on a bike, but no one else had one. So I was like, this isn't, you know, very fun anymore. Traded that for a Caddy. Sold the Caddy ultimately, and I started watching, like, the Unknown Industries videos on YouTube. And that was when that was first popping off. Like, YouTube, I think, was just first popping off. Really, yeah. You know, and I saw those dudes, and I was like, fuck, I'm going to get a dyno. I was like, I could do that. I've been riding dirt bikes. I can wheelie a dirt bike like nothing, you know. Like, I bought an older dyno. It was like a 98 Evo dyno. And that was, like, my second bike. So, yeah, unfortunately, I had a Sportster first.
Hey, sporty lives matter, too, dude.
Yeah, sorry, Mikey.
Mikey, we love you.
Yeah, so ended up in the dyno game. Still riding around by myself, really. No one else had bought one. It kind of steered me away from that group of people. I kind of branched into a couple of friends from high school again and kind of, you know, we're still riding the bike around by myself. And then, strangely enough, good old Craigslist, I was looking for, you know, there wasn't, at the time, I don't feel like, you know, I didn't know any motorcycle shops. I don't think social media was very big either in 2012, like, or it wasn't even 12, it was like 2010 and 11. And, like, all you could really do is post a photo on Instagram. Like, that was it. It was
just photos.
Yeah, Instagram's a big part of my success as well. But, yeah, there was no photo. There was no videos. There was no multiple photos. There was one photo. That's all you got, you know? So, like, social media wasn't popping off for, like, motorcycle shops. It wasn't doing anything. So, like, I didn't know where to search for stuff. So, I was like, I knew from, like, buying and selling cars, I'm like, let's go on Craigslist. Search, like, you know, T-bars, because I knew that's what the Unknown dudes were running.
T-bars.
Yeah, T-bars. They were running T-bars. So I met up with this dude on off of Craigslist, went to their house. It was like, and I was like, hey, here's some fucking young dudes, and they were all riding Harleys too, and we were all in the same age group, and they sold me these T-bars, and they're like, I was like, all right, cool, fucking see you guys later. Like, thanks for the bars, $80. And I was like, thanks, see you later. And they're like, well, what are you gonna do? I'm like, what do you mean? I'm gonna go put these on and go ride. They're like, well, do you want to put them on? I was like, sure. Like, I just like, okay, we're gonna put them on.
Give me a 3/4.
Yeah, we're like, yeah, give me a 3/4. You know, I was like, we're gonna put them on in the garage. They're like, yeah, and then like we put them on. They're like, all right, let's go ride. I'm like, and these guys just fucking like adopted me that day, like literally that day. They're like, let's go ride. We went road. We went fucking we went to a BJ's in like Fremont, California. We rode to a BJ's all together, pack style. We thought we were badass, dude. We were going like 100 on the freeway. They were like, fuck. They rode like that because they were 3 friends. They rode like that all the time. And then I merged in with them, and they were like, you're riding just like us. I was like, this is how I ride by myself, like all the time. And I was smoking cigarettes back then too, and they were fucking clowning me for it because they didn't smoke, and they were clowning me for smoking cigarettes. They got me out of smoking cigarettes too because I was sick of being clowned on for it. And it was just ultimately like they were a positive group of dudes, and they were like not trying to have negativity around them. Drinkers, we all drank. I was still drinking at that time, but it was funny just like the type of stuff they didn't want around them. They made it known, and like that's how. You know, and then I moved right in, like literally within 2 weeks. I was living there on the couch.
Sick.
So I was living there on the couch, and we were just like, we all just fed off each other like brothers, dude. It was all about, it was very strict. The older dude, my friend Anthony, people knew him by Bobby Savage on Instagram, but his son's name was Bobby, or is Bobby. He passed away, so R.I.P. Anthony Burt. But he came from prison. He got out on a lucky deal where 2012 they let out a bunch of really, you know, like high rating criminals, and he was one of the lucky ones that they just let out. He was on a murder charge. He was doing life, and they let him out. So he's out in the world, and our friendship was very like constructed. It was very like ritual. It was like every fucking Friday we had a house meeting. You know, every Saturday we had chores. And then we just ran it that way. It was clean. It was like we were all like a brotherhood. We rode bikes together. We wakeboarded together. So it was just a positive vibe. And it got to the point where like we would have parties all the time, and I was sloppy. I just couldn't handle my liquor. And they were like, dude, it's a bad look. It's a bad look. So yeah, it was just a bad look, dude. Like they were just always, we weren't jiving when I was drinking and partying because I was kind of ruining the party. I was like, you know, being sloppy and messing shit up. So
scaring away the chicks,
that kind of shit. Like I didn't like they were all able to drink and handle their liquor, and I just wasn't. So I broke away from them for like a week. I went to a bachelor party for one of my friend's older brothers, and we were on a full blown like 2-day bender where my friend's older brothers were just into like blowing lots of coke. They were into that, and we, you know, being the younger kid, and I was like still trying to party. We partied heavy, and I had like this crazy, when I woke up the next morning, I had this crazy like out of body experience where like I saw myself sitting in the chair, and I was so lost. I was like, I felt so soulless, and it's weird to say because this is like cliche or whatever, you know, but like that was the moment where I was like, this is it. This is like literally ruining my life. I need to stop doing this, and that was it. So that's how I know the exact day being September 19th, 12 years ago. So it's been fucking 12
years, dude. That's fire, bro. 12 years of sobriety. That's very, very inspiring, my dude.
Yeah, through all this shit too. I mean, and then like riding started really picking up for me. Riding motorcycles, actually being successful in things I put my mind to, and just creating content. We did a lot of Instagram shit, even though it was at the very early stages, but like everything started progressing. So like people always hit me up asking, like, you know, I'm really, like, people know I'm sober. My following, if you follow me, you kind of know I'm a sober person. You can tell. I always have like a coffee. I don't ever have a drink. I smoke stogies, so people are like, you know, like, I know you're sober and I see your success. It really helps me. It's motivating. It pushes me through. I'm sure just like, even you, like, being a hype man, like, I know, like, that shit pumps me up, you know, like, when I see you hyping up the Concrete Cowboys and doing the shows, or even before them, like, doing the shows, everything you've done in your career, like, it hypes me up, it motivates me. So like that kind of shit right there is like when people tell us that, you know, it like makes it easier for me to do it too.
Facts. Yeah, I've gotten a tremendous amount of positive feedback since the sobriety. I would get it before, but I didn't realize how much I was inspiring people before to get fucked up.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't even realize that I had that big of an influence on people. They were seeing me rage, and it was just intensifying other people's rage. And so now to look back at it, and I have DMs and people that hit me up, and I respond to everyone. You know, I'm an open door for anyone. You know, you can hit me up, and I'll be there for you. But
positive vibes.
It's very, very dope to see the positive impact on me being sober. And I like you said, it's not for everyone. I don't push it on all my friends, but I definitely am a firm believer. And if you want to change your life, and if you really want to get on track and fucking crush it, and you want to focus on, you know, your dreams or goals or ambitions, that if you get sober, it'll fucking change your life. So real quick, before we go any farther, there's probably a lot of listeners that are checking this out or listening to it right now that could use a little piece of advice if they're thinking about going sober train, right? Yeah. And so what is something that you would tell the listeners, the fans and friends that you have, if they're thinking about
the absolute like most like logical, sensible thing to say about it, about like if you're questioning going sober, like the chances are you're probably already pushed alcoholism or whatever it is, like your drug of choice, whatever it is, you've probably pushed it too far, which is why you're thinking about it. It's probably done something negative to your life in one way or the other, which is why you're considering it. The only, like the main thing I could say about it is that it doesn't hurt, you know. Going sober, it's a 100% win. It's a positive. Not only do you save money, because you're not going to the bars.
Save a lot of fucking money.
You're not going to the bars and wasting money on booze. You've eliminated that, so you've eliminated the cost. You've eliminated the hangovers the day after. You've eliminated the mistakes that you're most likely gonna make when you're intoxicated. So it's a win right off the bat. The day you decide like, okay, I'm gonna get sober is already a win. Like that is already the start to success. So like, there is absolutely nothing negative about quitting. You know, I don't care what you say. Like, I've been able to go to bars sober and have a great time. You gotta get to see things from a different aspect also. And I'm real money motivated. You know, that's just part of my shit. I'm a grinder. I'm a hustler. So I can tell you one thing, that like no billionaire is a fucking raging alcoholic. Yeah. You know, maybe a cokehead. There's, you know, maybe, but definitely not a raging alcoholic. Like I don't know anyone successful that I look up to, that I like see as like a mentor or someone that I would want to be mentored by. None of them are complete junkies or alcoholics. And if you are, you're probably not someone that I'm interested in, you know, catching game from anyways.
Same.
So yeah, the biggest piece of advice is that it's a win right off the top. You're already knocking one thing off the list.
Yeah, my life has drastically changed for the better since I quit drinking 8 months ago. Everything about it.
How do you feel?
I feel fucking good.
Like just your mind, your body, like you know, you just feel better.
My relationships are better. Yeah. I'm a better father. My career is evolving and changing and growing. People aren't mad at me or upset with me. You know, I used to get fired once a month last year from the boys, and I would call into work, or I was just a dirtbag, dude. The hangovers definitely too were something that I couldn't hang with anymore.
Well, I mean, just think of like opportunities missed too. Like,
yeah,
you just miss opportunities because not only either you're not in the right spot because you're probably sleeping in you're sleeping until 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Sleeping your days away, yeah.
You're sleeping in, so you're already missing opportunities. But even if an opportunity did come around, your mind isn't even thinking about it.
A lot of the times too, for me personally, like I would be trash, and a lot of the times at events or during different things, those opportunities present themselves from people that are at those events.
Yeah.
So then they see you afterwards, and you're all sauced up, and you're not who you are in your right mind.
Yes.
So you're pissing away those opportunities, and you don't even realize it. Or somebody's looking at you like, I'm not even gonna go talk to this dude now, seeing how you carry yourself. So,
yeah.
For me personally, I know for you, it's definitely been extremely helpful. I definitely look up to you and respect you a lot for that, my boy. So thank you. It's easy now too. Some people think they're like, oh, Joe's probably fighting the feeling, especially working with Beast and doing everything that we're doing and being a hype man. But it's not. It's actually, like you said, I'm seeing things from a different angle. I'm waking up happier, more motivated.
Well, let's talk about real quick. Let me bring in to your connection you just made with the Dingo.
Oh yeah, Mr. Dingo.
Monster Energy hype man day one kind of guy. Like, do you think like if you were a big sloppy joke, he wouldn't have been? First of all, you probably wouldn't have performed the way you did.
Right.
You would have performed shitty. So you wouldn't have even caught the eye of anyone not to mention, he wouldn't have wanted to probably come talk to you. And, like, you know, it's not to, like, fanboy or nothing, but, like, that is someone that's so influential that almost everyone in the industry knows. And, you know, he's like, Joe Comedy, you are fucking the guy.
Yeah, he co-signed me heavily. That was super big.
Verified.
Nashville, yeah.
Verified.
Nashville, Tennessee, Concrete Cowboys. We went out there and burned it down. Thank you. You know, you've helped us out a lot over this last year.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely a big sponsor from Roger. A lot of support and love. So we're very thankful for that from me and on behalf of our whole team. But
yeah.
So we crush it, burn it down on Broadway. I know you guys have been seeing the content that's been pumped. It's still flowing. I don't know. I'm freaking out about it. Definitely the biggest opportunity of my life and our friend's life, and just big for the Harley scene in general. Mm-hmm. And I think it opens up doors across the board for the scene, right? For other riders, you know what I'm saying? For other people, which if you don't see it that way, you're fucking up and you should. But anyways, we're after the third show. It's 11 at night. It's after Supercross. We just burned it down on Broadway for the last show.
It was epic.
Everyone absolutely did incredible. And there's some heavy hitters there. There's some people and shit. And I saw Dingo chilling in the street, and I just was like, I'm gonna say what's up to this fool. You know what I'm saying? Just saying what's up. I've seen a lot of his shit. I've been watching him for a long time, and so I tapped him on the shoulder. Was like, "What's up, Dingo?" And then he looked at me, and then he hyped me up and gave me a lot of love, and was like, "Yo, A++ to you, and fucking you did a phenomenal job." And that feels good.
That's
and I think, like you said,
that's a healthy win.
That day, being sober and being on point and handling my shit and being a leader, right?
Yeah.
When we had team meetings on the bus, how we were going to coordinate the shows, how we were going to work through it. And I couldn't have done what I did if I was sloppy drunk.
And like, like you said, we're not trying to push sobriety, because that's not, I don't do that ever.
No, I don't either.
But like, it just happens to be that both you and I are sober, so we get to share our experience of
facts
of why, how we have grown this, this far. And for me personally, it's due to being, sober.
I think the wave that I'm riding right now is partly to do with the universe blessing me and my life blessing me for making good and
not to mention, like, for me anyways, in my early, riding career with like the whole straight up click, and when we were actually riding a lot, there's no fucking, there's no way I could do it drunk. You can't do that drunk. These bikes are 600 pounds, like, you just can't do it drunk.
I'm glad you brought that up real quick. I want to touch on that. There's been a lot of, I've been seeing a lot of alcohol and riding a lot lately, dude.
Yeah,
I've been seeing a lot, and I think it's happening more and more, and I don't fucking like it. And I think that, we get these big group rides. There's rides going on all over the country, and they're already as dangerous as it gets, and it's already sketchy and shit. And like, I don't know, man. Maybe you guys should check yourselves before you wreck thyselves. And it's not just you, but it's the other riders out there. It's other people and shit.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, man.
Definitely is not something. Riding and drinking is, something I will always promote to not do.
Yeah, facts.
Like, I won't push partying not to do it. But if you're gonna be riding, you shouldn't be drinking. It's hard to do. And I definitely wouldn't be where I am if I was still drinking and riding. That's for sure.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
12 years, motherfucker.
Yeah, sure.
That's major.
It's crazy. Yeah.
It's fucking dope, dude.
Yeah. So I've been on both sides of the riding. I've been sponsored rider. I've done the big shows. I've done Vegas Bike Week with Straight Up, and me and the whole team, Ricky, Scott, Chris, Church. We all have ridden these big shows in the early days of Harley stunting. So we didn't have any major backing, but we rode with Big Bear Choppers for a while. Big Bear Performance now. And yeah, the Straight Up team definitely put us a little bit on the map and pumped the industry. So I've been on the sponsoree side, and I've been on the sponsorer side, I guess, So now I'm sponsoring Mikey and CJ on the Concrete Cowboys, and trying to, help where I can, and it's cool. And that's why I try to keep them, excited, because I know how it feels. I know how it is to be on that side of the riding position where you're really trying to follow your dreams. And, if I could help, because I, kind of did that and kind of walked away from it. So if I can help a couple other guys pursue them, let's do it.
You've definitely done just that. I can tell you this, man. A lot of people were laughing at CJ year and a half ago, talking about tour bus this, talking about doing that, and you were one of the few people that believed in the dream and saw the vision.
I was like,
and one of the first people to give a hand up, not a hand out, and
because that's what I wish I could.
That was fucking dope, dude.
And it's what I kind of wish I could have done, So I saw him wanting to do that shit, and I was like, yes, like absolutely.
Yeah, you saw the vision.
I was like, absolutely. Like, what the fuck do you mean? You guys can look like fucking rock stars going down the freeway with a fucking tour bus, like
1987 Detroit Diesel old
sickest
Greyhound
too,
bus,
like
bro.
all
That thing's
black, like it just looks like rock stars are going down the road, you know, and like that's like it's what you portray, you know. It's like the fantasy, and I caught this off Doug, one of the owners of Heatwave Visual, sunglass sponsor of mine from day one too. Doug always says portray the fantasy, you know, and it's a funny way to word it, because it's not fake it till you make it, because you ain't faking it.
No.
Till you make it. It's not it's like you're really like portraying it is you actually following through and doing it, and then the fantasy is like what your goals are, you know. So if you portray the fantasy, like you're gonna be there one day.
Facts.
You know, so I just loved it. You know, CJ pulled triggers. The whole team did. I mean, I'm sure the whole team played part in it, but I know that CJ really was fighting for it, and you know, portraying the fantasy is like the fantasy is now, like just like what we saw the other day. Like let's touch back on the Nashville thing.
Yeah, I'd love to.
That looked like out of a movie, bro. It looked fake. Like the lighting, the green lights, the red lights, the fucking
Smoke
Monster
machines,
Energy claws. CJ's bike being pure gold. Like just in that scene, and like you guys, like everything down from like Seabear and everyone just killing it. You jumping over the bikes, hyping everybody, and like the whole street was dialed. It looked like a fucking Christmas tree fucking place. I don't know. It was
lit.
It was nuts. It was lit. It was fully lit. There's not been a fucking show like that ever, and I know that for sure. There's not been a show like that in this industry ever. That show was fucking epic, and it was crazy.
I just got a message the other day, and it said, you know, it's from one of the folks from Beast. Shout out to all the Beast Unleashed homies. It said that they can't wait to run it back and do it even bigger. And I'm thinking to myself, like, okay. And it's funny because the fulfilling that fantasy and living up to that fantasy, like we're coming up with these ideas and we're just stewing, dude. Yeah. We are just cooking it up. And I'm telling you guys right now, you got some shit to look forward to. We're going to do some cool shit. Yeah, the one thing that I definitely was very vocal about with all the boys when we put the team together, CJ had this phenomenal idea. We had backing from folks like you, Shane, out of Tracy, California. Big shout out to Shane. My thing that I brought to the table was we will not cool guy people.
Yeah.
We will not treat people like shit. We will not do our show and then run over to our fucking van or trailer, whatever we got, and hide from people. We will be kind. We will be respectful. We will sign the autographs. We will answer the same 15 questions about the bikes to every person that asks them, and that we will embrace the fans, because without the fans, without the people that support you, you ain't shit.
Nothing.
You have to be a cool motherfucker on the bike and dope at riding, but you got to be a cool motherfucker, personable off the bike.
And sometimes you don't even have to be the best on the bike. If you're being the best off the bike, it works. It still works.
You got to have good character, and you got to. It's about the kids. It's about the fans. It's about creating a positive and uplifting experience for everyone. I don't care what bike you ride. I don't care where you're from. I don't care what you look like. I don't care if you can stunt ride. Not everybody's a fucking stunt rider. It's all about bringing people in and making people feel welcome and making them feel included. Yeah. And that is something that fucking...
That was like a big thing with the straight up shows that we would do too. Like we were, you know, at the time it was pretty much only us and Unknown Industries doing anything. So like we were big on high-fiving the whole crowd all the way through the whole time, fucking giving kids stickers, hanging out with the kids, letting them sit on our bikes.
Yeah.
Like as much, we'd let them fire it up, rev the engines. Like, yeah, I mean, at the time, like being even at the... We did Laughlin, we did Reno, like under the
arch, dude.
Under the arch.
Yeah,
we have
I remember
show
seeing those
doing
photos.
That. Yeah, that was epic. Like under the arch, doing burnouts like legally and not getting arrested was pretty crazy. And then the Vegas show was awesome. We had kids like it's always like the kids that are the most stoked, you know. So like you could even be riding and like knuckle a kid while you're doing a burnout.
Life-changing.
Like, that's fucking mind blowing to these
100%.
kids. So that was always for sure part of the gig. You have to play the part, and whether you're having a bad day or not, you got to do it for everyone, because they're there. The only reason why you're there is because they're there, you know.
Yep.
And they want to watch it. So, yeah, that was fun times. But it got to the point really where, and I know like how it is. It wasn't paying the bills, you know. So like life started catching up. Got myself a badass chick, you know, and I wanted to start doing, better shit in my life, and it just wasn't working out where I wasn't, making enough doing that kind of stuff, and we're traveling a lot, and it just got to the point where I wasn't, making money doing it, and the other guys weren't making money doing it, and like, a couple of our guys started getting jobs. I think Ricky started 429. He started doing HVAC stuff. I started working as a plumber. fucking Chris was doing pest control, Scott was doing fire extinguishers, so we kind of just like stopped. We needed to make money, right? We were all trying to do something else, and we just didn't stick with it, which is fine. You know, life just got ahead of us, and we just branched away. And that's when I was like, I was plumbing, I was building Vicky, which is my FXR that I stunted on all the time. Yeah, shout out
the Rose Jaunt. The
yeah.
Rose Jaunt. Yeah,
shout
out with that bike.
Shout out Vicky, and
I wish she was here.
Yeah, she's at Slab Sides.
I know.
So she got her nickname because any of my friends that know me, I don't know why I'm into trailer trash, but I just love Vicky Valancourt from The Waterboy. She's like, that is like, you want to talk about like, even though she's a character in a movie, that's like my shit right there. so Vicky, my FXR started off as just like a trashy FXR. I think it only had one side mid control on it, and I was riding that thing with one mid control, and she was just beat down. And then I started naming her Vicky because she was just a trashy old FXR. And that's funny because I don't really name much of my shit. But yeah, they're all my things are based off of, like, it's a female. I won't call my bike or my car a dude name. They're fucking chicks.
It's understandable.
They're all my bitches, right? All these things, so.
Slut.
Sluts. So, yeah, that's Vicky. But, that's when I was plumbing and building that bike, and Slab Sides was a chopper motorcycle shop. It was a really, like, ran down shop, and the old owner, Bruce, was like, yo, like, we're closing the doors. He's like, either I'll sell it to you or we're just shutting down. So I basically bought Slab Sides, and with a partner of mine, a friend of mine, and we bought it with all the inventory. We basically paid for inventory, and we got to take over. And we immediately sold all the inventory. It was shit from like 2000, just like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of just junk. And that's how that all happened. I went in there to go buy a set of mirrors for my bike build, and ended up walking out with a whole entire shop.
Was it called Slab Sides?
Yeah.
It was Slab Sides.
Yeah, Slab Sides.
And how long were they in business, do you know?
18 years.
No shit.
Before I got it.
And what year did you get it?
2016.
2016.
Yeah.
Boom, Slab Sides.
Yeah.
How you doing?
How you doing?
And Vicky was fucking...
Just finished.
Yeah,
just
the
finished.
Rose
I think
Jump.
I maybe turned one wrench on it inside Slab Sides, like,
wow.
just to finish some shit up. I actually built it at Bung King. So anyone in the industry knows Bung King is like the #1 creator of the crash bars. And that was all... His crash bars were all mocked up off of our bikes from stunning. Like, we went to him, we're like, yo, we need sprockets and crash bars and handlebars, and he used our bikes to build on. So like that #1 day one crash bar that everyone runs was all designed and based off of our motorcycle.
Can't go wrong with Bung King. Bung
King's solid. And so I was working there too. After hours of being a plumber, I was going to Bung King, and I was fucking milling bungs just all day on the lathe, just milling bungs. And then I went to Slab Sides to get a set of mirrors to finish my bike, and ended up with the whole shop.
Boom.
Yeah.
Slab Sides. It's interesting. I didn't know that it was called Slab Sides prior, and you just kept that name.
Kept the name.
Why'd you keep them? Did you think about renaming it?
We did. We did think about renaming it, but it just stuck. I mean, I didn't give a fuck what the name was, to be honest. I just knew, like, I told my boss, I was like, yo, like, I'm already buying and flipping and building motorcycles. Like, that's what I do every day. I was plumbing, I was fucking working at Darren's, and then I was going on Facebook and Craigslist, and I was finding FXRs, and I was building them and selling them. Yeah. Like, just bolting on shit, not really building them, I guess. I was paint jobs, handlebars, and then I was selling them. So I was already doing it, and I told my boss, and I was also doing stunt shows. I told my boss, I was like, yo, like, this opportunity's coming up, like, I'm gonna do it. Here's my 2 weeks. And he was like, fucking go do it now. He didn't even care. He was like, he was all about it. He would let me take weeks off to go do shit, to go, like, ride Harleys. He'd give me weeks off to go do events. And he was just like, yeah, go ahead and do it. Follow your dreams. Do it now. So I did it.
What's his name?
My old boss,
yeah.
Jeff.
What's up, Jeff?
Shout out Jeff.
Shout out Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff definitely got me
Uncle
going.
Jeff.
Jeff definitely got me going. Leaving the old Wake Life crew, me and my buddy Anthony moved down to L.A., where we moved into Fallbrook, actually. Not L.A., it was Fallbrook. And when we came back is when I got that. The day I came back from Fallbrook, because that shit just didn't work out down in Fallbrook, the day I came back, I went to one of my buddy's house. I was on my bike, and that dude Jeff was there, Jeff Etheridge, and he was like, and I was like, I'm back, I need a fucking job. He's like, you start Monday. So started Monday as a plumber, and then I did that for 3 years, and then Slab Sides.
Sick, dude. Slab Sides. That place is so sick. So I remember the first time that I pulled up at Slab Sides. First of all, before that though, when I first got into Harleys with my son's godfather, Rebel Dean, that's where the Dean comes from. I don't know if you knew that about him, but Rebel Dean, love you, my dude. He's out in Denver now, but he was in Reno. He had an '08 Super Glad, and it had this flame paint job, bars, risers, and a fucking pipe, OG Thunder header.
Nice.
And I walked into
God
his
bless
garage
that.
and I saw that fucker. And that's what started my Harley shit. My love for Harleys. I saw that Harley set up like that, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And then he did a seat stander, and it was game over for me. I was like, this is the sickest shit I've ever seen. So that's what got me into it. And when that happened, you were one of the first people that I saw in that scene doing shit like that, right? Saw straight up Roger, dude. You had good content and shit, and so I started to get tapped in with that. And I remember the first time, bro, I reached out to you, and like, I don't even remember what it was about, but you were super fucking cool about it right off the bat.
Yeah.
And I definitely wasn't expecting that from you.
Yeah.
And so.
Always.
Yeah, that was sick,
Like
dude.
how you were saying earlier, how like you just always talk about like wanting to respond to people. Like literally to this day, my DMs are not stacked. My DMs are answered every fucking day, dude. Like I answer my DMs every day. I answer the phone for anyone if they know that. If you call me, I'm gonna answer the phone. If you DM me, I'm gonna answer it. Unless you're just a total fucking lame. Like, if it's got to be some crazy shit for me to not answer. But I'm huge on that, and like we can go, back and forth. Like we're kind of jumping forward and jumping back here a lot. But yeah, one thing I've always been keen on is definitely responding to all. I don't even want to really call them fans, just the people that want to be. That are curious about what I'm doing. It's like if you're curious enough to ask me about it, like I owe that to you to figure it out. You're part of my success, so I owe it to respond. It's part of it,
Yeah, and that's something you've always done.
Always.
You've always been like that. Yeah, dude, that's extremely respectable. And when I first went to Slab Sides, my first time walking in there, and then my buddy bought that Sporty that one time. He bought that Sporty.
Oh yeah.
And I pulled up there. It's just like nothing but love at Slab Sides. And you've done a hell of a job with that shop. It's super dope. Showroom sick. You go back, and how many mechanics you got working for you right now?
3.
3.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that when we got it. I can tell you that. There was like old pornos all over the walls, grease.
Where are those at?
Yeah, grease and oils and slime like everywhere. You couldn't even walk through the back garage. Like it was just greased floors, like an inch thick of bullshit. Like you couldn't even walk through it. So, we definitely tuned it up in there. That's when, just the support from like having friends and my wife now, my current, my wife.
Your lady.
My lady, yeah. Like she was a big part of like stepping up, not having to focus on, chicks. That's just like such a waste of time to me. So the rat race of like, different girls all the time is just a headache. So getting with Melissa, my wife, was a huge turning point in just my success of life as well. Just such a solid spot to like focus energy on and not have to focus it elsewhere. So I think that's also like a really big part of success is having someone really good in your corner, whether it's a group of friends, a small group of friends, which is what I got, or just like one solid chick makes a huge difference.
Fuck sure. Yeah, surrounding yourself with the right people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you seem like you have a very tight-knit circle of people that are around you. Yeah. That definitely, it's a mutual beneficial relationship in your life. Very small.
Very small. Like back in the day, it was like, you'd have so many friends, but like now there's like maybe enough to count on one hand. And, every once in a while you let someone else in, but you got to make sure they're on the same page, So pretty much like me, my wife, our best friends are all pretty much sober too. It's just, I find myself to be able to relate with those people easier, and it's just like I just don't want to be around it, to be honest. Like it's just not something that we're into. That's just how close I like to keep my circle, and as long as my friends and family are trying to do things that are positive and better and making progress, that's what I want.
So you have Slab Sides there in Campbell, California. Is there any adventures venturing out with anything outside of just being in Campbell? Do you have?
Oh yeah.
What's up? Give me a sneak preview. What's up? What do you got going on? Tell me.
It's live, brother. It's live.
It's live.
It's live, large, and in charge. So like, alongside from the clothing brand shit, which I'm sure we'll touch on. But
yeah, absolutely.
Slab Sides is already open in Gilroy. So we have Slab Sides in Campbell. We have now Slab Sides in Gilroy and Slab Sides in Sacramento. Which is going to be opened up probably in the next week. We have So by the time this airs, it'll probably be open.
Sure.
And if it's an open thing, man. I've been doing this for 8 years now, and as you can tell, and thankfully and gratefully, I'm very successful in the motorcycle industry. So I kind of just wanted this to. I didn't get bored, but I'm like, there's more to this. I know that there is.
Branches.
There has to be more to this industry, like that we could, start. No one else is doing this. No other motorcycle shop that I know of, other than like the box stores like Cycle Gears and Harley Davidson, are opening new locations. So I put together a business model, a license agreement, and most anyone could buy into Slab Sides with my discretion. So like, if there's a interviewing process, I guess you would call it, after you read a contract. So there's a contract in place, and the 2 new locations are individually owned, so not by me, by other individuals, underneath my agreement and underneath my trademark. So
Got it. Smart.
So it's something really cool, and it's something to where I'm not in control. So I'm not holding these guys by their nuts, and I want people to be successful and grow the brand. I really want there to be a sense of like the brotherhood that most people look for, in this industry, and that's, part of what Harley Davidsons are about. It's a camaraderie with a bunch of friends that you want to be with. So I kind of want that to branch into our Slab Sides locations, to where like, if I need a paint job on a motorcycle, there might be a Slab Sides in fucking Nevada that has a badass painter in-house. I don't like painting at my Slab Sides because it's just not what we do. So I'm gonna send my shit to my Slab Sides in Nevada and get it painted.
Fire.
Why? Use the circle.
Yep.
Dynos, I don't dyno, so I could go to a Slab Sides shop that might be interested in dynoing. Or I'm in talks with this guy in Texas that wants to turn it into a concert venue on the weekends. Company parties.
Tits.
Company parties. So like the options are endless, dude. And so Tristan Silva is the owner of the Gilroy location.
Dope.
He was my employee for like the past year, and sacked up, pulled the trigger, made it happen. And he owns the Gilroy location, and that's 230 Old Gilroy Street. Phone number is 408-337-1888. So shout out my boy Tristan Silva. If you need your bike worked on, if you're coming from Salinas, Hollister, Monterey, anything, southern, South County of where we are now, Watsonville, the Gilroy location is a perfect spot for them. I get phone calls still. It's only been about 2 weeks.
Yeah, I didn't know that location was open.
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm like sending people down there all the time. If anyone wants to get their bikes worked on, I send them there that are coming there. And then the Sacramento location is already run. It's like we're epoxying floors. We're getting toolboxes in there. We're getting our licenses.
Are you hiring for that location, or is the owner hiring for that location?
Yeah, so we already have 2 hired. So we're gonna start off with that shop with 2, with like a manager tech and then another tech. And that spot is going to open up here because that spot's dry. Like, we have no idea what's going to happen up there, But we're opening up hopefully in the next week. We'll have grand openings for both locations that we're going to, promote here shortly.
Sick. Well, I'm proud of you for that, and I'm stoked that you're able to take what you've done and now create opportunity for other people. And, dude, that is the shit.
Yeah.
Being able to help other people out. It just tells me and shows me that you're trying to spread the love, spread the wealth.
Spread the love and the wealth. And that's pure honesty, dude. Like, I'm not even lying. Like, motorcycle shop, if you run it properly, does really well. You got to know what you're doing. You got to be, good at business. But it really does do well, and there's a ton of opportunity. And I just don't want to be the fucking only guy doing it.
Yeah.
I just don't. I'm over it. It's like, I don't want to be the only guy crushing it. Don't want, it's doable for multiple people. I'm not the best at what I do. By any means, I don't think I'm the only guy that could fucking do it. So, like, why not, if I already have built something so far, I'm trying to extend it.
It's an Slab Sides umbrella, sister companies below.
Yes.
Building a fucking empire.
Building an empire. We're trying to. We're really trying to, man. I'm telling you, it's not only is it great for just life success, it's profitable for sure.
One thing that people don't think about either, man, is I like to call it the ripple effect. And whether it's positivity or spreading the wealth with business and money, is you have you, right? And obviously you're doing well, taking care of your family, and I respect and admire that. And then you have the people that work for you at the shop, and then their lives are taken care of, their children, their wives are taken care of. And the ripple goes on. And then if you can have these other two businesses over here and keep branching out, the ripple effect is just continuing to grow.
It's crazy thinking about it. I mean, we're a small operation, so I couldn't even fathom like big construction companies that have like thousands of employees. It's crazy to me. But yeah, just the small, tight-knit part of it is what I like. It's real comfortable. It's easier to manage, and it's definitely stressful though. It's definitely stressful to think about having like that many people. Like you're responsible to make sure that they're good.
That's a big weight.
It's a big weight, but it's worth it. Like we were saying, it's better. I'm happier doing that than something else.
A gratifying and fulfilling feeling.
It is, yeah.
How do you manage the stress?
Yeah, dude, managing the stress is fucking crazy. Like, what I do, bottle it all up and fucking until I have a heart attack.
No bullshit. No, you don't. For real, come on, give me some insight. You have to have an outlet of something, whether it's talking about it, whether it's having time to yourself. What do you do, dude? You build some cool shit or something?
Yeah, like I spend money.
Yeah.
No.
That helps you
out.
Spend
money. Like there's a lot of shit, dude. I spend money, hang out with my friends, get tattooed, just go ride my motorcycles.
Yeah.
Dirt biking lately has just been a super big savior of my mental space, dude.
Yeah.
Like just being able to go ride dirt bikes, like it's just that's been like my probably number one go-to for the winter season is riding motorcycles in general. But yeah, I think a big part of it also, like any of my best friends know, like I'm pretty open. I do talk about if I have an issue, I talk about it. So yeah, always having a couple good dudes in your corner to talk to, that's always a good helpful stress reliever. But then definitely just riding motorcycles,
building cool shit, spending a little dough, spreading the wealth.
Yeah,
that's one thing that I think a lot of men don't address in their lives, and I want to just let you guys in and tell you that it's something that you should address is your mental health. 100%. I think we're raised as kids, or at least I was, to kind of bottle that shit up, be tough, be rigid, and that's great. But your mental health is so important. And I've lost a lot of friends to suicide, dude, and it fucking destroys me. It makes me so sad that people feel like they're lost and to a point in their life and at such a low that they don't feel like they have an outlet, or they don't feel comfortable finding an outlet to express themselves, to get themselves out of the hole.
Yeah.
And, it's something that I just want to touch on. Take care of your mental health. Find things that you love. Find things that you're into. And always know that you can find somebody to talk to. I think talking through it is one of the biggest things. Not keeping it in here, not pushing it down.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. We've just in the past few years, we've lost a few friends to suicide too, and like really good friends of ours. And one of my best friends at the time, day one of opening Slab Sides, killed himself. Really fucked with me. Like completely blew my mind. Just like fucked with me majorly. Our other good friend Ricky 429 killed himself recently. Committed suicide, and that kind of shit. And him and I weren't on the best terms at the time, which eats at me every fucking day. I wish I would have. You always wish you could have done something or said something, but we weren't on good terms, and it, like you said, it just pains me to think like why couldn't they talk to somebody like even me? Like I knew we even talk to me. Like I would have reached out. Or you can't say what you would have done, but yeah, definitely. I try to push like to get things out of friends, if they're having a hard time. That's why I talk to my friends about it, if I have hard times, so they can see like you could talk to me about it, but I'm learning from those experiences. I had shitty experiences with my friends doing that, so wish I could have at least at one point been like, hey, you could talk to us, and sometimes you don't see it coming, so it catches you off guard. But yeah, it's definitely mental health is crazy, and doing whatever it takes to stay stable is what I tried to do.
Fact. Good. Very well. I think a lot of times too, some of the people that take their lives, you don't see it coming. Mm-mm. You don't even read it. You can't see it. They're hiding it, and then boom, they're gone.
Yeah.
And so
sometimes that's to do with drugs.
Yeah. Yep. There's a lot of different.
My buddy Ryan was a pill popping animal, and he was with me and my wife till 3 a.m. Painting Slab Sides, the interior of Slab Sides, when we're like, all right, bro, it's time to go home. And we went home. Fucking, he popped like 13 pills in the morning, some like knocked off fucking Percocets or something, and he shot himself in the head in the shower. And it's like, we never would have seen it coming. We didn't see it coming, and we don't know why he did it. I'm thinking, just the drugs got to him too low, and he just, did it. So.
No matter how successful you are, not successful you are, everybody is struggling. Everybody is going through it. Your mental health is very important. You do matter. 100%. There are so many different ways, so many different outlets that you can do. If you have a drug problem, there's different ways to work through that drug problem. If you're feeling suicidal, you can talk about it. Don't be scared. Don't bottle that shit up. The more manly thing to do is to fucking ask for help. Yeah. And I know that you and myself, dude, are two people.
I've gotten some pretty wicked DMs.
People. Yeah. No, same. I've had some that I'm like, holy fuck, send me your phone number, and I'm on the phone with them.
Yeah, you're reaching out to me.
And I don't know this person. I've never met them in my life.
I've had it happen, dude. I've had some DMs of people like, dude, I'm suicidal. I'm fucking a druggie. Like, what can we do? Like, what should I do? Type of shit. I'm like, people asking me through DM that kind of shit is crazy.
Yeah, it's heavy.
So yeah, I've had phone calls with complete strangers, dude.
Yeah, same.
Like fools I don't even know. And like just because of my experiences with people that I loved, like my friends that I loved, I couldn't understand why they would do this, So I'm like, I just don't even want that to happen to anyone else. So yeah, definitely reach out to somebody. Yeah. Somebody will reach back out to you if you can muster up the strength to reach out. For sure. Yeah,
definitely very important. It's I'm glad we talked about that. We didn't really discuss touching on that, but it's definitely a challenging one to talk about, and I'm glad that we definitely touch base on that. Shifting gears here, moving forward. I gotta ask you, my boy, you gonna fire up that fucking stogie?
I'm gonna fire up.
I think at some point you should just fire up that stogie. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Uncle Raj loves the fucking stogies, and I'm just fucking pumped up for him to fire that thing up.
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest things too. Family, right? Like family, our friends. We talked about close circles. We talked about business. Slab Sides killing it. We talked about your success there, that umbrella, that branching out, trying to have that ripple effect on people's lives. And I think that is so major. But one of the things that is super important to you and me that we have in common very much so is family.
Yeah.
Ohana,
yeah, for sure.
I think family's the most important thing. Family's everything. And my boy, it was such a blessing. I pulled up here today, the Cadillac Ranch, to shoot this podcast with Roger, and the vibe was very heavily. Some of his friends were here. Your child was here. Your wife was here, and me and David Dean hopped out the U-Haul truck, and just such good energy, dude. Such good vibes. And so I definitely want to talk about family a little bit with you, and what that means for you to be prospering and to be able to provide such a dope life for your kid. David Dean pulls up, dude. He sees all of Dancy's little toys and all her sick shit, and he's just losing his mind. This was way sicker than Disney World to come to Cadillac Ranch. So let's talk about family for a minute, and let's talk about this beautiful ranch that you've created, your space, your home.
Yeah, for sure. This is a mixture of me and my wife, Melissa. This is just a mixture of what our goals and what we've always wanted. This is mixed, we got like 24 horses back there, paying us board. So we started a little business back there where these horses, people are boarding their horses back there, and they pay us to just have a space open. And that was kind of her gig. She's always been into horses, so that's a cool little side business that we do. Part of the hustle.
Shing.
Yeah, part of the hustle, part of the grind, and we love it. We got like a ranch feel out here, and to touch on my friends, because they all say that I make this joke all the time that I built it all by myself, but all my boys have definitely put in hours and hours and hours and blood, sweat, and tears for sure. Like we've all been out here busting our asses since we bought it to build fences and build these horse stalls, and we've definitely good crew of buddies for sure that have helped me. Can't do it all by myself, so. Yeah, so definitely hammering nails with all the homies out here has been fun. We definitely started this whole property was nothing but just a house with a flat piece of land, and the shop we're sitting in, the horse stalls you saw earlier, the backyard, all that stuff's all brand new, and it's all been built either by me and my friends or a hired crew, because now I'm overdoing all that shit. And my friends don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, they're burnt out from it.
They're burnt out. Oh yeah, we did the hard labor when we first moved in, man, I'm telling you, like, building those horse stalls was a fucking pain in the ass. We did it in 100-degree heat. The sun blazing on us while we're, doing sheet metal screws into the roof. I think my friend got sick from it or severely sunburnt or something.
Fucking heat exhaustion.
Yeah, like,
I need some water.
We were just smoked, dude. And it's like, if you know me, it's laborious. When I'm set, I ain't stopping. If everyone else quits, I'm still doing it. I don't care. I'm finishing my task no matter what. I appreciate the help that everyone has given me and my wife for sure, and still to this day I have great friends that still help us to this day, and I just can't quit until it's done. So even if I don't have the help, it's gonna happen.
I think finding the friends and the homies that want to see you succeed, want to help, want to put a hand in, and obviously this is a tribute to you surrounding yourself and yourself with amazing people. Big shout out to your wife as well. Like, it's just really cool to come here to see it in person, and thank you for inviting me to the Cadillac Ranch, dude. It's fucking. I'm stoked to be here.
Yeah, for sure.
I gotta say, it's really cool.
Yeah. My wife 100% fully and seriously kicked me in my head one day, and it like woke me up one day. I was like, whoa, like this chick is the real deal. Like,
That's so sick.
Like legitimately like kicked me in my head fully. Yeah, an actual full blown soccer kick to the side of the dome piece. And I was like, it actually like rattled. It was one of those other like cliche moments that I'm telling you, like it clicked. I was like, that was like a pivotal turning moment in my life where I'm like, damn, this chick's the one. She kicked me in the head, and instead of me being like, fuck this fucking chick, I was like, she's the one. Bam, kicked me in my head.
Kick to the dome. Obviously, you guys
Woke
created a beautiful space for your family. It's really incredible. I'm very, very proud of you. You also brought an angel, a beautiful daughter into this world. And you as a father, that's another amazing thing, something that we have in common.
Yeah.
And so dude, dad life, dude, how you doing? Beautiful child. Beautiful child.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. The best thing in the world.
Yes.
Literally the best thing in the fucking world, bro. There's nothing better. There's nothing more important in this entire world than your family. And I consider my wife and my daughter my own, like, not my only family, but my primary family. That's how I look at it. And there's nothing more important than them two to me. And that's, all I live for really now. It's obviously I'm a weirdo and I like my toys, but everything is for them first, and it's a crazy feeling. Like I don't really know when it all really hit, but yeah, definitely her being born was just like eye-opening, and I was like, whoa, I'm a dad now. And like I have to say, like we went through some hard times in the beginning of her first few months on this planet, but it's been awesome. It's been a crazy adventure.
Yeah, it was really cool walking up and meeting her for the first time here. She got a birthday, huh?
Yeah, in 2 days.
2 days. David Dean's birthday's in 3 days, so two beautiful angels born very, very close together.
Yeah, Cinco de Mayo is she's gonna be having some taco party.
Yeah, cherry. Yeah, I tell my friends all the time, the best part of my life is being a father, and it's very inspiring, and it's definitely the best part of my life. David Dean and I caught a flight out here for this show this weekend at Miller Built Cycles. I've been doing this show the last few years, and I told his mom, I said, David Dean's going on the road. Sick. And big shout out to her for being supportive with that and trust me with that, because that's a big responsibility.
For sure.
Fatherhood's definitely, it's a big deal, but it's definitely the best part of my life.
Yeah.
And it's a game changer.
It's crazy how protective you are as a parent too. Like you say, for her to be like, oh yeah, it's all good. I mean, he's your child too, but it's still like so much stress. Like, oh fuck, like she's letting you take him like all the way to California, It's like obviously your OG pops, but it's still scary for her.
Yeah, 5.5 hour flight, and then she pretty much at one point was like, hey, can you put a helmet on David for all the like sketchy shit you're doing? Like, she basically was saying, will you put a helmet on him the entire time that you're gone?
Yeah.
And I get it. She just, that's her baby.
Well, like, what did we do right when we got here? Tractor.
Yeah, straight to the tractor. Literally got out of the truck, said what's up to the baby girl and to Raj, and then David Dean's like, tractor. So I set him on it. He wanted me to sit on it with him. And then I turned it on for him, and Roger's like, take that fucker for a spin. And we did, dude. Raised that bucket up.
His fucking face was like...
Yeah, he was super stoked, dude.
Yeah.
Seeing David Deed come out here with me and light up at the Cadillac Ranch was just a special moment for me. And Yeah, dude, it feels like home. I feel very welcomed and very
telling you,
very
man,
happy to be here.
My friends make fun of me. I don't like to leave a 5-mile radius if I don't have to.
Yeah.
And unless I'm going to work, going to get some sort of deal or project or something I'm going to buy to flip, or I pretty much don't leave this place.
I think everything in the background here, what I'm looking at out here, is a tribute to your hard work and your success.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to keep going farther with it, and it's really, really inspiring. I don't aspire to be like too many people. I definitely like to be an individual, and I think I'm leading my life to a certain point, but I do have a tremendous amount of respect for you.
Thank
and
you.
shit, dude. Like, it's definitely very admirable, and yeah, dude, fucking check it out. Like, hard work and dedication,
Yeah.
a dream, and putting the right people around you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So do you feel as though this for you is when you take a step back, when you're having a cigar and you're looking around, you're watching your kid, your wife, and it's got to feel very good to see the fruits of your labor
For sure.
come to fruition?
Yeah, it definitely does. Like, we definitely kick back, but I'm such a idealist, I guess, or I'm such like a, there's so much I always want to do. So yeah, I mean, this shit is all material shit behind me. It's all insured, so it can all get caught on fire and, whatever. But what I really look forward to is growing as like a man, growing as a father, growing as a provider. So I'm constantly looking for that. So I never quit. I never stop. I never stop thinking of what I could do better. I never stop like thinking of how I can make something better. And it is hard sometimes for me to sit back and like take a breath and just take a look at everything. I can't fucking do it.
You're constantly just going.
I'm constantly going, so people have to fucking like kick me in my head to be like, look, fucking idiot, look what you got. Like,
Yeah.
Because I could be done and be happy as fuck, no doubt. But I'm never kind of, unfortunately.
Well, I think having that burning desire to do more and be more, I think you're somebody that, from what I've gathered, is thankful for what you have. You value the things and the people around you.
For
and
sure.
I think that's big time.
Just want to create greatness all the time, always trying to create better for me, for my family, for my friends. So like I promote that all the time. I'm like I even tell people all the time, like, well, fucking do it, stop talking about it and do it.
Yeah,
you're never gonna know unless you do. So like that's how I am. I'm a habitual trigger puller. I constantly am pulling triggers on shit all the time, and it's just what I try to promote all the time. So yeah.
What do you think, dude? There's so many. I know a lot of successful people, a lot of people that are en route, and I think a lot of the times some people become very selfish. They become very individual, like all about me, and definitely you're definitely not like that. Why? Like, why do you think you're not like that? Part of your upbringing, what makes you the other side of that, which is you're succeeding and you want to help others succeed? Like, that's a major deal. Like, that's big time shit.
I just like more recently than ever, I feel like so you might be catching like the most recent drift that I've been putting off. I just really want to see everybody do well. It's hard. Like at the first, like I was so grinding all the fucking time. I wasn't even looking past myself and my life. And now it's like I've been kind of coasting pretty comfortably, and I've been able to risk it a little bit more lately than I ever have. So I just want to see other people do that. Like even with opening these other locations, it's possible for anybody to do well, and I just want to see other people have great shit. I want to see what they could do with being able to be a little bit on the financial freedom side of things. I mean, no, everything's not about finances, but it fucking helps.
Yeah, definitely.
For someone like me, really comes from not much. I didn't have another option anyways, and I do know some people that are like that. So I'd like to see people to follow, not necessarily follow in my footsteps, but be able to become successful. And if it can come with me helping, if me putting a model set forward, or me any kind of advice that I could give, if I could help someone do better in life, I really do find value in that. I think it's pretty cool.
I think in life, love will find a way is something I lead with all the time. And I pretty much have quit jobs that were cushy and that people would consider like the fucking comfortable job in a career that was good and kind of laid out for me.
Yeah.
And I just was like, this isn't me, and I was fighting that constantly.
Yeah.
And so Mike Love, my favorite musician, has a saying, "Love will find a way," and you quit your job without a penny to your name. And I'm pretty much like, I'm doing well, I'm good, but definitely chasing my dreams right now.
For sure.
And it's scary. It's a little fucking
but I couldn't
uneasy,
promote that like anymore. Like that's what you should always do. That's like literally what you should always do. Find something you like to do and follow through, you know, like do it, because you're never gonna know. And like, fuck doing the job that's boring, the job that's repetitive, the job that you hate. Like, I've started off from zero multiple times. I've completely dumped my load and started completely from zero, and every time I've done that, I've, you know, prospered like times 10.
Yeah,
like
100%.
It's just always been better. I don't even know if that's the right word, but I've always done so much better after I've risked it all, you know?
Yeah, there's no reward unless you take a risk.
Yeah, and
it's tough. It can be calculated, though. It should be calculated.
Yeah, it should be, or educated. Like, then that goes back to, like, you know, no risk, no reward. You know, you can't make money unless you spend money. It's like people don't really, this kind of bad terminology, I guess, to say just because it's, you know, so basic, but it's in a way without, it's kind of true. You have to at least take the test. You got to at least test it and try it to know.
Yeah, I've definitely been trying to invest in myself, and not just with money, but, you know, like even today, I'm in SAC. I'm out this way. We've talked about doing this show with you, and I fucking got a U-Haul truck, bless him, and I jumped in the truck and I drove out to Campbell to be here with you because
got stuck in traffic.
Got stuck in a crazy traffic situation, hostage situation. GTA 6 stars, dude was all fucked up on the street. Peeled around that, hit multiple traffic after that, but it's the grind. It's me wanting to see what I want to do and my dreams come to fruition. And this right here to me is a mutual beneficial relationship and friendship that...
But it wasn't necessarily like easy for you. You know, it's not easy. Like that's a gigantuan pain in the ass, you know, like in all reality, like, which is why I appreciate you doing it so much, because like having to fucking, you know, other way, you had to get a rental car, you had to put your son's car seat in that fucker, you had to drive through some bullshit. I'm sure halfway through traffic you're like, fuck this, sounds a lot better to be home. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely was like breathing through it.
Yeah. So like I get it. Like that's the shit that people don't see, that, you know, that's constant grinding of running your own show, making your dream come true. Like, dude, I go through so many trials and tribulations every week at the shop where I'm just like, fuck, this thing is really testing me. People don't get it. You know, like, you have to be willing to do those things, because just saying like, I'm going to go follow my dream and follow my path and put one foot ahead of the other and do it isn't going to cut it.
No.
It's not going to cut it. You have to be willing to fight through the bullshit, because there's so much it takes. Like, there's so many little things that go wrong that could easily steer you away from continuing and go to that cush job. But you have to fight through those things, because those things are what make you so much more successful.
Fact. You listen to my music, yeah?
Yeah, I did.
So that was an interesting opportunity that presented itself. I sent a couple of songs that I had made to Roger. I wanted to hear what he thought about them. And B. Mazy heard me freestyle, flew me out to Buffalo, New York, and just believed in me, dude. He heard me freestyle on the tour bus in Daytona.
B. Mazy, shout out.
Yeah, big shout out to B. Mazy. Love you, dude. He just heard me freestyle, and he's one of those motherfuckers. He's like you, my boy. He's like, if he says he's going to do something, he fucking does it. Yeah. He talked to me on the bus about, I'm going to fly you out, and we're going to make some music. I believe that you have something special, that if you want to chase music, that you can add that to your arsenal, and you can do that shit, bro. You're fucking dope. And I was like, okay, you know, like, bus conversation, Daytona, we'll see where it goes. Yeah. Boom, this fucker calls me a few days after. We're on the phone together, and he's like, flights are booked.
I talk to him all the time. Bro.
Yeah, he's a fucking G, dude. He's a grinder. Yeah, he's a definitely a good person to have on my team.
The barnuminium he just built, it's insane. But like, that's
dude, I walk into that. That's like a moto kid's paradise, bro. I walked in there, and he opened his doors and treated me like family, bro. Stuck me in the studio for 3 days, did everything for me, helped me out, and we came out with those 2 songs that I had sent you. The one, For What It's Worth, which is basically a song of me talking about my struggles, talking about my mistakes that I made, and then me coming out on top of it and getting sober and just killing it and just making a relatable song that is kind of jump-starting my music shit. And then made an anthem for the Concrete Cowboys, because why the fuck not?
And what's crazy? Like, all this shit's through motorcycles.
Yeah, I know.
So let's go back to that. Like, all this shit goes back to motorcycles. Everyone not everyone, but most people I've met have been a branch off of the motorcycle industry. And like B Maisie, for example, like that dude, I don't even know how I came in contact with him, just through Hostility, I think. And I plugged him some merch, and he's just been like since like a day one like rider for me since, not like a rider like a motorcycle rider, but like a supporter of what I'm doing since I got my hands on this brand. But he's a positive dude, constant. Like if you're about progression, he's about it. You know, like he's a hustler, he's a grinder, just like us, and yeah, he's just a solid dude that I've met through the industry, and like I'm connected with dudes in New York, like through motorcycles I'd never have met yet either. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I love so much too, dude. I travel the country and I meet people from all over, and they fucking show love, and it's just like motorcycles, Harleys, changed my motherfucking life.
Yeah, changed my life for sure, and that's like I fucking own Hostility Clothing. Off of
let's talk about that
real quick.
Big shout out to Hostility. That's your company now, and it was a brand prior, and so give me a little back and insight on that. I definitely want to promote that.
Yeah.
Hostility, how you doing?
Yeah, so like I mean, I think most people from the high school days know about the brand. It was around real heavy when Famous Stars and Straps was, when No Fear, all that shit. Hostility's been around for a long time, and I rode for them for a while when I was stunting Harleys. You know, the old owner Dale, you know, saw that I was doing shit and thought that I was fucking good enough and cool enough to rep the brand, and he was, you know, giving me a little monthly paycheck and hooking me up with clothes and all this shit. And I don't know, it kind of took a downward spiral a little bit, the brand did. Poor management, I guess. It was really heavy at one point. They're in the huge millions of dollars, you know, sponsoring full UFC like fights in their heyday. And he kind of just, I think maybe might have got over it and just mismanaged it, and it started taking a spiral downward. He offed it. He wanted to sell it, and I couldn't afford it at the time. A couple years went by, I had bought the house, and then I was able to afford it. And me and a couple homies took a private jet to Vegas, cashed them out full cash with a backpack full of money, and we signed papers, and I became the owner of it in 2022 or 21. I want to say 21 or 22. R.I.P. Dale. He passed away literally 6 months after.
Yeah, rest easy, Dale.
It was like a very weird calling the way it happened, you know, like the way it was.
His legacy lives on.
His legacy lives on, you know. I've been pumping the brand. It's a super fun side project for me. I'd like it to turn into a little bit more than that coming here soon. I've kind of handed over the reins a little bit to one of my good friends, Mark, and we're kind of just, you know, stepping in and trying to promote it, because I have too much going on right now with the shops opening up. I got a lot going on. I can't control everything, so I am learning now still. Every day I'm learning something, and I know from a lot of other successful people, you're only as good as your team is. So I'm definitely trying to let the team take over a little bit and let the right people, I'm trying to put the right people in place to grow the brand. So we're definitely still pushing. And if you're interested in supporting, you know, hit hostilityinc.com and, you know, buy a hoodie, buy a shaker cup, a hat, something like that. It really helps. I mean, it really does. And even, you know, putting Mikey and CJ on, man, those guys really have been putting on for us really heavy the past year, and I'm fully supporting of what they're doing, and that's why I help them out so much.
Yeah, no, I know they're both very, very grateful for what you're doing with them through Hostility. Fucking get you some Hostility gear. Go to the fucking hostilityinc.com, get you some merch, support the boys, support the team, support the whole thing. So I'm proud of you and stoked on you for what you're doing with that. I think that's sick. Branding's everything, dude. It's a big deal. You know what I'm saying?
It's a hard market and industry to be successful in, but we're definitely, I would say we're successful. It's been fun, and luckily it has a good name, and we've been bringing it back, and it's anything selling on the website to me is success, because it means that people are interested. It means we're doing something. So.
Yeah, 100%. I know that we have a big ass Hostility logo on the back of our trailer, so if you see us bouncing around the country, you'll see the Hostility logo on there. And
for sure.
Yeah, thank you, by the way, for supporting my friends.
Oh yeah.
And the team.
Yeah, for sure.
I really want to fucking just say thanks.
Thank you.
It's fucking dope. Hustling, grinding. I think when you look at somebody that, and you want to call them a hustler or something, I think you fit the mold for that, my dude. And hustling is not easy. It's an everyday get up and get after it, especially when your hustle leads to you providing for others, not just yourself and your family, but when you have this whole thing to look after. So tell me about that, the hustle. Like, I know we've been kind of touching about it here and there, but what drives your hustle? I mean, I know you don't seem like one of those, dude, there's just a lot of people that I know that have money that are just fucking like, ugh, dude. They're just, they have dough, they have dope shit, they don't really use their dope shit, and then they're just like not really cool people, and they don't care to see other people win. So like your hustle, your drive, like, what's up, dude? Can you text me some of that or something, dude? Like,
it's like mini little wins. You know, I just like to make a bunch of little mini wins, and I don't know about like who you're looking at or whatever, but I don't know. I'm still wearing like these pants are probably 5 years old, and I wear fucked up shoes and I wear dirty clothes. That's the type of grinding I'm into. I don't care about being bougie and having all the extra bullshit. But the grind is just, it's like a hobby of mine, I guess you would say. I just enjoy finding like pieces of shit and making them nice.
Super sick.
Or rare things. Like I just like to find rare cars, rare fucking motorcycles, and build them and sell them. And that's like part of the grind. But the grind comes down to everything, dude. I'll sell a set of tires. Like, it doesn't even matter, you know. It's just like most of the shit on the property here that I buy is something off of Facebook Marketplace that I've like seen value in, got it for like a fucking 1/16 of the price, and made it worth what it should be, you know? Like, I think the grind there is just because I just super enjoy projects. I'm just like addicted. It's an addictive personality thing, you know? That's why I was such an alcoholic. It was something I was addicted to, and now I'm just addicted to like success, I guess, is what it is.
Dope. What a fucking sick thing to have an addiction to.
Yeah, I mean, and it could be anything. Like, it could literally be like just fucking any little win to me like is success to me. Like getting a new graphic design for a t-shirt, getting stickers, you know, telling my bitch ass to get on the Stairmaster every night, something stupid, like, you know, just like that's like a successful part of the grind and part of the like hustle, you know. It's all part of it. It's all part of winning, I guess. I just, you know, and there's tons of losses that come in it too, but yeah, the hustle is just a side thing I like to do. I just love to fucking grind out everything.
A hustler's mentality, just to wake up and grind.
Yeah. And
then you see that spread, and then it's like, it's contagious.
Yeah, and like teaching some people those ways is like, you know, really what my new future goals and aspirations are. Is like I really want to like not be one of those motivational fucking speaker guys all over the internet, like fucking you gotta fucking get up and do this and screaming at people. I just want to be able to teach my business model to people that are interested, you know, and really show people at least how I've done it with my experience. I don't know if it's the right way, but I at least want to show you my experience and see if it'll work for you. Because if you're not doing anything, it can't hurt, you know.
Facts.
So if you're interested, you know, reach out, and I'm always down to, you know, put some advice on the table for sure.
Yeah, hustling and grinding, and just being about it. If you say you're gonna do something, fucking do it. If you have a dream, chase that fucker. If you have aspirations or whatnot, do it. Yeah. One thing that I can tell you guys is be careful who you aspire to be like. I know for me personally, it's I'm very selective on that.
Yeah.
And I think it's just like going back to you are who you surround yourself with. So surround yourself with winners. I like what you just said too. Little dubs, right? Little wins, boom, and those carry into a giant W. Yeah. And there's losses along the way, definitely. But you just gotta persevere and just fucking keep grinding, keep being on top of it. This is a part of the show where I really like to ask my guest, especially somebody like yourself. I want to know if there's I want you to kind of shoot a question at me. What's a question that you have for Joe? And the reason I do that, I've been doing that a lot on the latest episodes, because a lot of the times I get asked some pretty fucking cool questions, and yeah, it's the Joe Show, so I get to do whatever the fuck I want. And the one thing I wanted to do is definitely highlight this man right here, and pick your brain. So, what's up? You got a question for Joe?
I got a fucked up question for you.
Oh no! By the way, you can ask me whatever the fuck you want, but what is it?
It's probably a question that I ask myself all the time. So I like to hear what other people that, you know, like you're somebody that I see that's making progress in life. You're someone that I see that's doing a bunch of good shit. You're a positive dude. You're always hyping people up. So what you probably don't get asked very often is like, what is your end goal?
Very good question. What is my end goal?
End goal.
End goal. So my end goal definitely is to wake up every day and continue to do what I love to do. Not to hate my job or what I'm doing to make money. My other end goal is to have financial freedom. Grinding it out right now, to be completely honest with you, I will be extremely transparent. I moved to Oahu. I've transitioned my life. I've gone through a separation with my wife, which has been extremely hard. There's been days where I wake up and go for a run. I'm sitting on the beach by myself fucking crying, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And choosing to stay sober and choosing to wake up and keep grinding. Because the only way that I can make things better is being present, being focused on the now, not worrying about my past and not looking too far forward, but being present and controlling what I can control.
Yep.
So definitely not afraid to admit that, I have maybe $500 to my name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And my schedule is better than it's ever been. I do live in paradise. My living situation is dialed. I'm medically retired from the military, so I do get assistance from the VA each month, which has allowed me to chase things maybe a little harder than I would be if I didn't have that blessing. 2 days a week as a tour guide at Kulaloa Ranch, one of the most sacred, most beautiful places in Hawaii. The vibes and energy that I'm able to give to other people from all around the world is tremendously gratifying.
Yeah.
I work 3 days a week at White Knuckle Speed Shop. Ben Deacon, fucking love you, dude. It is the dopest Harley shop in the island chain, and potentially up there with shops across the country. He's an extremely dope individual. And then so that gives me the freedom from Thursday to Monday to travel and do what I love to do. Being a hype man for Concrete Cowboys, doing stand-up, doing this show.
So that's like a pretty badass answer. Like the end goal is today and tomorrow, and like fucking not really looking 10 years in the future because you can't. So yeah, I definitely think
it's money driven.
Yeah.
I don't need to be rich.
Just be free a little bit with some freedom. And
having no money right now,
yeah,
and the way I'm living my life is crazy.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine how many lives I could impact and how much positivity I could bring to the world.
And financial freedom could be anything from just making it, being able to afford your day to day, to being over the top and being rich. So that answer could be different for most people. Like, some people, financial freedom is being able to afford the day in and day out. That's freedom. If that is what makes you feel like you're freedom. So
I feel free.
Yeah, that's good.
I feel free. 18th episode Onasickone podcast, dude, the Joe Show. It's been fucking humbling and an honor to come to Cadillac Ranch, to be with you and your boys, with your family, to see how you're living. And honestly, it makes me a little emotional right now because to me, it's showing me that what I'm doing is gaining more and more traction. It's gaining some light, and I'm fucking very grateful. So one thing I want to do as we kind of round this thing out and close out the 18th episode of the Onasickone podcast is, you have a lot of ike, a lot of knowledge, a lot of perspective. So I would like for you to give the listeners and the people that support you and love you some advice. Just life, if it's life advice, if it's business advice, whatever it is, go.
Bob.
I know, it's a broad one. It's a broad one. It's a heavy one. It's a fucking heavy one.
So I guess some advice is just something that I like to fucking talk about all the time. I talk about it all the time. I guess it's just moving forward with your day in and day out. Like the bottom line is if you're feeling stuck, I guess just continue doing what you're doing. Push through it. Don't quit. And that's like. It's hard to really say that with seriousness because that's what everybody I feel like that's a pretty answer that everyone says that's like successful, But I always find, at least for myself, like when I'm going through tough shit or if something really pissed me off at the shop or just in life in general, I know that like just getting back down to the basics and doing what your job is and not, overextending yourself, just really just doing your job and getting back to the simple ground of things is kind of where I find myself comfortable again, and then it helps me just kind of settle the wavelength, and then I'm able to get back into my grind. But a lot of times I often just stop doing some crazy shit and I just get back to work. Even like to this day, sometimes I try not to wrench on motorcycles very often anymore, but even like to this day, if I start like freaking out a little bit, I just go back to work. So hard work is always what settles me back down. I get back to the basics of what my job is, and I know that that will still always provide for me, my family, my friends, whatever it is that we're doing. I know that my job that, you know, I excel in will always take care of me. So
to simplify
your life. If you're getting too far ahead, if you're starting to fuck up a lot, you know, because like the failures happen, and when you're taking risks, you fail. So if it starts being excessive, simplify it, drop it back, just get back to work.
Facts. I like that. Simplify, get back to your roots, get back to the grind, get back to the work.
Straight up.
Love that. I love that. You know, it's interesting. You know, I talked about struggling a little bit as far as finances go, but you know what? I always have enough.
Mm-hmm. Somehow.
It's crazy. And my kids always have enough.
It's always going to be all right. There's always going to, like, you're always going to figure it out. Like, it's just what it is. So,
don't quit.
Don't quit.
Be a fucking winner.
Fucking never give up.
Never give up. It's been the 18th episode of the Onasickone podcast here at Cadillac Ranch with my boy Roger, dude. Roger, can't thank you enough, my boy. Brother. This has been a long time coming.
Yeah.
And it's fucking, we did it.
Yeah.
No, it's very cool, man. So thank you for your time.
It's been fun. I might leave this here for like a couple
days. Just to bask in it. Yeah, it's kind of a vibe right here, dude.
Yeah, that's nice.
So work hard and chase your motherfucking dreams. If you want to make a move, shift in life, switch gears, you know, move forward with yourself. And if you're ever feeling down and out, you're not a fucking alone. And you can always reach out to me and my boy.
Yeah, hit us up.
Or to, you know, to somebody. You know what I'm saying? You're not fighting alone. And so, again, thank you for your time. Thank you for blessing me.
Thank you for
with
being here.
With the space and the energy and the good vibes, man.
Yeah.
I'm fucking extremely grateful for it.
It
So
worked out.
yeah, make sure you guys check out Hostility, check out Slab Sides, new location opening up, support my boy, he supports others, so definitely want to make sure you guys do that. Yeah, fucking good person here, man, hell of a guy. So
thanks, brother.
Thanks again, Roger, I really appreciate it. Again, this is a prime example of me chasing my dreams as well, and so the 18th episode of the Onasickone podcast, we are continuously on a sick one, and so appreciate you guys for tapping in. Hit the subscribe button. I don't know, maybe share some shit. Either way, I don't really care, but I do care a lot. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys so much. On a sick 118. How you doing?
Peace out.
Thanks, dude.
Yes, sir.